Good morning, sixth graders. We're going to be doing a lab today that is investigating the heating and cooling rates of soil and water. So what I have for you today is I have 100 milliliters of water and I have 100 milliliters of soil, and I have my data sheet, which you're going to be able to print off of the Google Classroom and follow along with me as we do the lab. And then I have a light that I have plugged in with an extension cord. And I have two thermometers here, one for the soil and one for the water. You turn it on, and then you can change it from Fahrenheit to Celsius, and you can read temperatures in either way. Now, please note that on your paper is asking for Celsius. So we're going to need to record in Celsius. So I'm going to make sure both of my thermometers are set to Celsius. Now they are. Okay, so room temperature is 23.1 degrees Celsius on one, but the other one says 23.4 degrees Celsius. So that's an interesting thing we need to note right off, that one thermometer is a different temperature than the other. I wonder if it was because I had my hand on. So I'm going to give them a few minutes to come to room temperature equally. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to take this light. We're going to use two bookends to create a light stand. So we turn them toward each other and put them together like that. Okay, and then we're going to clamp the light onto the bookends like this, and it creates a light stand. Just like that. And I can turn it on and I can create some heat. I'm simulating the sun as it warms up the water and the land. The next thing I need to do is to get a ruler. In order to do a proper experiment, I need to make sure I control some variables. So to control these variables, I am going to be using a ruler to ensure that my sun is the same distance from my soil and from my water. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 foot away from each, just like that. So on my sheet, it says that we are going to take the time and record the temperature for both the soil and the water for 10 minutes and see how it changes. Okay, and then we're going to let it cool for 10 minutes to see how that changes. So we're going to put these in to the soil and the water and begin our test in just a moment. I'm going to see if I can get a different thermometer because they have different readings and they're sitting. These two have the same readings. So we're going to use those two, and we are not going to use this one that appears to be malfunctioning. Okay, so that's an important check. You want your equipment to be working properly so that you have accurate readings. All right, so I've got my thermometers on. I got them in Celsius, and I also have my cell phone here, which you can't really see off screen, which I'm going to use to track the time. Okay, so that will tell me